So let's get out of here and let's start. So we got the IP here, and the first task is what is the file name with a .text extension that can be downloaded on the FTP server. So we know that an FTP server is running, but anyways, let's run just the default nmap scan here, -sc -sv -bv for verbosity, and then a to output, and then we're gonna name it test. Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, I forgot how to do this thing. It's been a while. So I've done that, and then the IP address here, and let's go. So we're gonna let this run. So we've got port 80 TCP, port 8080, port 21, port 443, port 22, port 8000. And what is the default port for FTP? I'm pretty sure it's 21, right? So we're just gonna try anonymous login here with FTP somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it mentions it somewhere in here that we get anonymous access when using FTP when specify the IP address and port to connect to. So yeah, FTP 21. So we go, let's let this run here, but box kind of already gives away that there's an FTP client running. So connected to that. Oh, are we connected? Or okay, there we go. Name. Now let's see. So name anonymous, password anonymous. Let's try that out. See if that works. Anonymous login. Okay. Anonymous access granted. Restrictions apply. There we go. Let's see what we have here. So we have snap and then WordPress blog setup update.txt. What do we need here? What do we need? What is the name file with the .text extension that can be downloaded on the FTP server? So we need the .text one, and it is WordPress.blog or underscore blog underscore setup underscore update text. Let's copy that real quick here and let's slap it over here. There we go. So yeah, that's what we can download. Let's actually get it as well. So get WordPress that. There we go. And then let's cd into the snap thing here. Let's see what we have inside. We have LXD. Okay, let's see inside that. Let's see what we have inside here. Okay, we have okay, we have a bunch of stuff. I don't know what this is actually. I'm guessing this is a snapshot of, yeah, I actually have no idea what this is. Let's see the common here. We can find inside. We have config files. That's interesting. Let's see if it's text or okay, let's see what we can find in here. Config.yml. I'm thinking we could maybe find passwords or something like that. So let's grab that. Yeah, config.yml. Gonna grab that. Let's see what else we are. What is the full name of the development team member? I'm guessing we might be able to find that over there, but let's just see real quick what we found out here. So let's see, let's go from the top and then we'll go down. So zoom this a bit in as well so you see better. All right, so starting nmap, blah blah blah, loaded 158 scripts for scanning. Okay, yeah, that's just Okay, we found those different ports. Let's just copy that, add that to a notepad. Open ports found. Or we could have just used something else, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, yep, I don't really need that. I don't know how to delete all of that though. There's probably a better way to do this on Nano or Vim, but I don't know. So we're just gonna rock with that for now. Yeah, so we found the open ports, increasing send delay for that from 0 to 5. Okay, yep. I didn't increase uh the aggressiveness, I guess, as well. So it's probably run a pretty thorough scan here. Completed connect scan. Okay, we're just gonna skip all this script stuff here. And then, okay, so we got port 21 FTP open, fingerprinting strings. Okay, invalid command, try to be more creative. What the hell? Well, we know what, yeah, we don't know version or anything like that. We know we have SSH, so if we find the private key, we can SSH into the machine potentially. So that's that. We have SSH. We have HTTP title not found. We have 443 open as well, so that's HTTPS, right? Yeah. TLS randomness, common name, qcase.hash.hackthebox. We could try accessing that on port 443. I might have to actually add it to my host file. We'll see about that in a sec here. Or maybe I have to add it to my host. I'll probably have to add it to my host file here. Let's go over here. Let's open a new terminal real quick. I should probably use what's it called? There's a tool where you could just have multiple terminals, but I'm being kind of dumb right now. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't do this stuff in over a month, I guess. But yeah, let's go in. And what did I want to do again? Oh yeah, add to my host file real quick. So cd or nano /etc/hosts. There we go. Nope. Go back. Go here. There we go. And then we're gonna add 10.10.11. No, that's not my IP. We can get rid of checker by the way now. But yeah, there we go. And let's go. What is the full name of the I could find it in the config, or let me go to the website first. We'll go around there, see if we can find it. If we can't, then we'll go to the to the config file, something like that. We'll try poking around on the FTP server more. What is the full name of the devil? Yeah, let's go back here. And I was meant to grab this actually, and I forgot. Okay, here we go. So what was the name of the website again, bro? Hold up. Actually, matter of fact, let me get the IP down first, and then we're gonna grab gonna grab. Wait, actually, hold up. I forgot what was the default thing here. Nope, cancel that. Exit. Nope, don't save it. Let's check again. So IP and then that. Okay, hold up. Let's go back. Sudo nano. I have to do it as super user because otherwise I can't get access. welcome back, man. It's been a while, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Dante. Yeah, it's been a while. I think I haven't streamed in like months, man. And I am rusty. I am very, very rusty, man. But how you doing, Dante? Sudo nano. Oh, that. And then let's get rid of this IP here. Slap our IP for what we currently got. And then get the host name real quick. So what is the host name right now? Can you hear me fine, by the way, Dante? It's been a while since I've streamed, so I don't know if my setup is any good. No problem. I'm rusty with network pen testing as well. I've strictly been doing web security and bug bounty for the past few months. Wow, how has that been doing for you? You found any interesting bounties? Made some monies? Your sound is okay. Thank you for confirming. Do you stream, by the way? I'm guessing you can't stream bug bounties, but like, do you stream while learning and stuff like that? 10, 1 to 9. Yeah. Okay. So now what's the name of? Okay, and that's FTP. Yeah. Hackthebox. Go back over here. Nope. Okay. Yeah. I should probably be running. There's a name for. Okay, yeah, let's save that now. Yes. Nope. Yep. And then let's cat /etc force. I feel so slow doing this, honestly, man. Okay, yeah. There we go. No, 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 not this, not this, not this. Cat /etc. Yeah. I kind of forgot all the shortcuts and things like that, so. There we go. Okay, we got that in. Let's go here. Let's go cubebase.hackthebox. And then I think it uses, or let's do, instead of that, let's do, nope, did not mean to come. Actually, yeah, I meant to come here. This, and then port 443. No, 443. Okay, maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I found a few XSS bugs that paid very well due to the impact. I'm also waiting on some broken access control boundaries, but no, I don't stream. There are a few bug bounty hunters that stream the recon process, but not the exploitation. Yeah, I guess you can't. I'm guessing it's probably against the, whatever you sign for the bug bounty program to not, show the exploitation process, at least before it's fixed and you get paid and all that, because you're definitely not getting paid if you leak the exploit, right? Yeah, I feel like, okay, so let's forget the whole HTTP thing here. All right, yeah, let's forget that. Okay, so okay, and certificate, whatever this is. We got port 8000 open. Okay. This is LHD. Okay, maybe port 8000 is the one used for the website. I don't know. We'll see here. Hold up. Let's see here. Let's try 8000. Client sent an HTTP request to an HTTPS server. Okay, so I don't know. I'm kind of lost here. I guess I'm really rusty. I should probably reread everything and then do this, to be honest. So hold on. Let's go back up here real quick. Okay, so what they did was log into the FTP server, which I'm already logged into. I poked around in the files. Okay, I'm guessing the name that we need is in the WordPress thing, which I've already downloaded. So let's go. Let's get out of the FTP server real quick here. Which one is it? I'm sure it's not this one as well. Nope. Nope. Yep, this one. All right. Let's exit out of here, and then let's see everything that we brought back. So we brought the, okay, I should not have brought all of this into my like main. Let's move this. Let's create a like Hackthebox. I think I already have one actually. Yeah, let's move this into Hackthebox. mv config.yml into Hackthebox. There we go. And then move the WordPress. Sorry, WordPress capital WordPress into Hackthebox as well, so that we don't, you know, mix stuff up here. Is there anything else that? Oh yeah, this scan. Okay, I'm gonna delete all of that later on. It's like a lot of trash right now. Let's see the Hackthebox for now. Should have done everything inside of here, but yeah, I was kind of lazy. Let's cat or let's nano into WordPress. Let's see what we have. So, dear team, we're currently in the process of setting up a new blog using WordPress. To facilitate the setup, we have temporarily configured an FTP server at, okay, nowhere. Please note, this FTP server is for internal use only during the initial setup phase. Okay. Access credentials are temporary and will be revoked once the blog setup is complete or if security necessitates it. However, we have recently received a high priority ticket that requires immediate attention. As a result, the completion of the blog setup will be slightly delayed. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we will notify the responsible parties as soon as the WordPress blog and web applications are fully operational. Okay, John Doe is our main man here. I should have just probably went down and grabbed that, you know, first thing. Don't know why I had to go through all of that first, but yeah, that's fine. Let's go down. John Doe is our name here. There we go. What is the name of the tar file I've moved to map backup directory? Oh. Hold up. I'm guessing it's gonna be in the bash history file. I should have done lsla like or lsal as says here, and then grab the bash history results, which we're gonna do right now. And I'm gonna have to go into, so let's control X out of here. I'm gonna have to go again into the FTP thing here. Go back and let's log in again, and then we're gonna grab, can actually view it on, I'm gonna try to actually view it on the server itself. Yeah, let me try to actually view the file. Okay, I don't think I can view it. Let me grab it. Get /bash or /bash. Okay, let me just type bash underscore history here, see if that works. Okay, there we go. We got it. What else? We have an SSH. An SSH thing here as well. Could check that out. Let's check. Let's go into the SSH one as well here. cd.sh. See if we can find a key. Less. So there is the private key. Grab that. Get ID underscore RSA, and then we're gonna get ID underscore RSA dot pub as well here. And now let's get out, and then let's see the do we not go? Okay, ls -la. There we go. Let's grab, or let's nano the bash history here. Let's see. So what do we need again? What do we need again here? What is the name of the tar.gz file? So we're gonna just search through that. I actually don't know how to find on Nano. I forgot the command here. So where is it at? Readout, replace. Where is it's Control F to find. And I'm gonna find that. And then yeah. Okay, there we go. Sudo tar full backup. Voila. That has been moved to mount backup. Oh shit. Go find again here. Now that you do that, yeah, I think you know what? Let me just get out. I think catting and then grepping what I need is gonna be the play here. You know, cat dot bash history, and then type that. What's my see? I haven't done this in such a long time. I can't even find the pipe symbol. Pipe that into grep, and then we're gonna grab that real quick here. Let's see. So there we go. My full backup tar. Okay, there we go. So yeah, move full backup tar into mount backup, and that's exactly what we needed. There we go. Thank you. See, that was a lot easier than actually figuring out the commands for Nano there. What is the name of the private SSH key file? ID underscore RSA. ID underscore RSA. I remember that, right? No? No? That's not it? Hold up. ID underscore RSA. Is that not it? Or am I crazy? Is that not what I typed? What is the name of the private? Is that literally not what I just typed? Tell me this is not what I literally just typed. Come on. Like, come on, man. This is literally exactly what I typed. And it just said no. Yeah, I don't know. It does that sometimes. Like, if there's a space, maybe I added a space. I don't know. If there's a space before or after, it doesn't remove it and it just says, nah, that's not it. Yeah, probably something like that. Which is weird. Try hack me. If you put an extra space or something, it just lets it go and it says, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe you did an extra space. Here it's like, no, you need the exact thing, which is, yeah, not really cool. But we move. What is the WordPress version running on the target? So maybe the nmap scan gave us that. Let's see. Did we get that from that? No, that's not the one. Maybe this is. I think I hold on. Let's go back to here. I'm pretty sure I saved the scan as test or something like that. Yeah, test dot nmap. So it's cat test dot nmap here. There we go. Kept it up. Now let's see if we can find the WordPress version here. If not, we're gonna have to access the website some way, which I couldn't figure out because I am rusty right now. Let's see. let's zoom this because you probably can't see anything right now. No, that's not how you zoom. There we go. I was trying to control and then scroll to zoom, which doesn't work in a terminal. So yeah, we started the nmap scan. We got the FTP, we got SSH, and then we got HTTP running. Which I couldn't access for some. Hold on, let me try HTTP. Let me just try the plain old HTTP, which I don't think I did try. Right? No, not found. 443. No. Okay, let me try HTTPS. HTTPS dot / that potential. Yeah, go in, bro. I don't care. It's a VM. Go in. Just burn yourself. I don't care. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna load. Hopefully, it's gonna load here. Let's view the certificate, maybe. Lots of information here. I don't think there's anything interesting here. Okay, loaded. There we go. Thank you. Well, hello world. Welcome to WordPress. Blah blah blah. Design with WordPress 2025, which is the styling thing that they used here. Let's try to view the source code. Control U. Thank for source code. Maybe we can find something here. There's a lot of crap. I'm not gonna read through all of that. Let's just maybe try to blitz through it real quick. See if we can randomly find something. Let's just find version. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's see what the notes and see how they found it here in the notes. So, all right. Okay, WordPress. There we go. Since we are dealing with WordPress, a very popular CMS, we could use a tool called WScan. Okay, so they use that. Okay, that's kind of a cheat code, but yeah, well, we're gonna use that. We probably need to install it first. Yeah. All right, and I'm guessing this is what is gonna reveal the version. Headers, interesting entry, server, Apache, XML RPC. WordPress rename found. WordPress. Okay, so yeah, this is what is gonna reveal the WordPress version. I think there's also a. Okay, I'm not using the pawn box here because the pawn box, it has an extension. I forgot the extension name, but I think it can find the version running. But I think we're gonna have to get WP scan here real quick into the machine to grab the version, because I don't think it does it. Let's see if it does give away the version somewhere here. Okay, we got the Apache server. Okay, common name, case, common name, organization, country, blah 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 blah. Okay, and I don't see any version. HTML methods, robots.txt, one disallowed entry. Oh yeah, it doesn't allow that. Okay, there we go. So HTTP generator. So we found the version right here. There you go. I did think that there was a script that finds that for us. Just now, where the hell do I put this? Yeah, down here. All right, so we found the WordPress version, which I'm guessing is just the version that they need here, so no WordPress. And then get that extra space as well, because otherwise it's gonna keep screaming at me. There we go, perfect. What is the name of the theme used by WordPress on this target? The website literally tells us theme. It's literally down here. It's 2025. There we go. So I think okay, this wasn't as like detailed as I thought. Okay, no, not that. Is it not that, or extra space again or something? What is the name of a theme used by WordPress on this target? So I'm guessing it's 2025. It literally says 2025 on the website, and I'm from what I've seen. Okay, themes. Okay, yeah, no, this, it doesn't, nothing works about this. It's just a sample page. Yeah, all right. The accept and continue, which is just gonna reload it here for us. But yeah, this doesn't. Let me just find theme, color, W admin theme, W theme, blah 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 blah. Theme color. Okay, let's find another one maybe. Another instance here. Cube case themes 2025. Okay, maybe no space. Maybe no space for the 2025 here, or maybe let's try every little, you know, way we can type this thing here. 2025. 2025. There we go. So yeah, no space. See, this is just like, this is just kind of weird, you know, the fact that you have to type it a different way for it to work, but I guess it's just Hackthebox shenanigans, which is fine. That's okay. You know, we don't really care. All right, let's move on. That was a fairly easy one here. Let's move on to the Linux initial access here. All right, we're actually gonna read this one as well. Before we continue, let's take another look at the information we've written down. So anonymous access. Okay, let's try to. Oh, we did not check bash history to see if there was any password changes. Okay, yeah, so yeah, was enabled. Home directory for user John. I don't know if this is a home. I'm guessing it's maybe a directory for user John, but let's go back real quick here, and let's see if we. Okay, that's not the one here. So what was the one where I had the? Oh. I could just cd into Hackthebox, that's fine. Into any of them. ls, and then let's cat the ls-lm. Now let's cat the bash history again here. Dot bash history. Let's see if we find anything interesting about like a user or password here. So move bash history. So it changed the name here. Copied it. Removed limpies. Maintenance task completed successfully. Reboot now. System CTL IP table. So that's some just firewall stuff. Tail. So var log off log permit login. Trying to find. Okay, there we go. So there is the there's the username and password here. So let's copy that. Then potential login info. There we go, John and super secure pass 1 2 3. Nice. All right. Yeah, we got the private key as well, which I didn't even check out, to be honest. I didn't even check out the private key here. ID_RSA. So there is our private key. Begin open SSH private key. I didn't even try to SSH into it. Let's see if I could get access to it. Maybe I could get access to it with OpenSSH using that private key, and then with, you know, if it's encrypted or you know, whatever it's called, it's password protected. You know, you need a password to access with that that file. The password might be super secure pass 1 2 3, which I'm guessing is something we're gonna try to explore down here. But yeah, let's move on. SSH private key RDR, so it was opened. It is not password protected. Yes. Oh, is it not password protected? Huh. Oh yeah, there's a line. I forgot. I think there's a line somewhere over here at the top that If it is password protected, there will be this line. If it's not password protected, there won't be this line. So yeah, that's something else to keep in mind here. But yeah, we're gonna move on now. So yeah, begin open SSH private key. Let's keep reading. Let's keep running here. Not that. There we go. So access an environment. Okay, our goal at this point is to test if the information we found leads to a successful exploitation. In this case, we have three approaches that we can use. WordPress exploit from the Metasploit framework. So yeah, we can exploit that because we do have the version, and I did not write the version down. I could just go back. I could just go back to the previous one, and we have the version written down over there. The SSH private key, which we have, and it's not password protected, so we can just straight up get into the machine, which is probably the easiest way. And we have the credentials as well, which we could try to SSH with. Now that we have gathered extensive information about our target and identified several potential methods for gaining initial system access, we can move on to the exploitation stage. All right, let's exploit now. WordPress, since we have found a potential and promising exploit on the Metasploit framework, we will continue with WordPress. In order to use the exploit, we enter use command followed by the index number. Additionally, each exploit has specific options that need to be configured in order to execute properly. These options can be listed with the command options. Okay. Let's see. Is it just Metasploit exploit here? So yeah, set auto. So we set all of the things here. We could double check when all options are correctly set. We can use the command exploit, so it exploits it, and then we get a shell in. Let's put down what is happening. So yeah, the whole Metasploit thing. From here, we can use shell command. Yep, spawn a shell, and then we use ID to figure out who we are. We are data. And we're using John here. Nice. I have config to find the stuff, each of these commands. For SSH. Okay, so it does break out SSH as well. So yeah, it does give us both options here. So we're, I mean, we could do both of them, to be honest. Do I want to do both of them? I don't know. SSH is going to be a lot simpler. And SSH is gonna be, even though it's simpler, I guess it's more technical, because with Metasploit, you don't know what's going on in the background. You just give it everything and it just runs the exploit for you. So Metasploit is not something you want to get used to. You want to do as much manual stuff as possible. Yo, Wazer, what's up? Long time no see, man. How you doing? Is we found a potential and promising exploit. Yeah, just run it. Good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Can't really complain. How have you been, man? How's life? How's everything? Need to do some catching up, man. It's been a while since I've seen you. Yeah, we could so exploit. This is the exploit that it's gonna use. We could try. Okay, you know what? Actually, let me actually go run this exploit. So ms console.q just to launch it quietly without all of the graffitis and all the blah blahs. So yeah, let's run that. I think I don't know if I think this will give us access to the web server. Is that what we want here? Or do we just want SSH? And let's see what it asks, what the questions are. After exploding the WordPress plugin, what is the host name of the Linux target? What is the kernel version used by the Linux? What is the user ID? What is the group ID of the group John? Okay, so see, like this is just so obvious that it's going to be John here because it literally gives you the group ID. So it's probably John here. No, it's not John. Okay, my bad. My bad. Yeah, my bad. Alright, let's run the exploit. Let's see. We're gonna run the WordPress exploit and then we're gonna do the SSH one. Just so we go through all the options here. These options can be listed with the command. Okay, so yeah. Let's search for this exploit real quick here. Search exploit that. Which was done. So search. There we go. We're gonna use 0. There we go. Gonna use the interpreter reverse. No SSL, not SSL. When did I say SSL? Did I say SSL? I don't know. I talk fast sometimes, and I forget what I said like 30 seconds ago. So I don't know what I said. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna use that and then see the options that we need. So options. Okay, so we need the local host, which is us, which we have to set. Yes, we have to set. So let's set lhost to. Okay, no, I need to actually type the goddamn RP 10.10.14.84. You have trauma of SSL. Why? Why do you have trauma for SSL? Set lhost to that. Alright, and then the L port can be anything. That's fine. Do we not need to set the target here? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. So proxies no, our hosts yes. We need to set the our host. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It says required here. I'm dumb as hell. Yes. Okay. There we go. So let's set our host to. Let's copy the IP of our target here. It should be still active, right? Okay. There we go. Yes. Same thing. Set our host to that. There we go. I have been having an SSL error at work and I don't have access to resolve it. Oh, I have to wait for network admin to do something, but he's like he's like a woodblock. What do you do for work now? Are you into web development? That's nice. If you're into web development. So yeah, we have the R host, we have the R port, which I think is 443. So R port 443. There we go. That's what it's running on. It's running SSL. Yes, yes, yes. We are going to set SSL true. Our port. Yes, I did change our port. Did change our port. So yeah, our port is 443. Target URI, the base path to the WordPress application. I think that's just it. I don't know myself what I do. Yeah, sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes, not gonna lie. Options. Let's see if we've set everything up correctly. So we have no proxies. We have the R host. We have the R port, which is 443. We're running SSL, so true. Target URI is the base thing. I don't think it. Let me just check if there's anything we need to whip. Whoop. Let's just go to Cubecase. It's probably gonna ask me for verification again. I don't know. No idea. Okay, it's gonna take 5 hours to load here because it's slow. Very, very slow. All right, so let's see. What does it tell us to do again here? Yeah, we've already done. So let's see. We've set up the R host. Yes, we've set up the R port to 443. Yes, we set up SSL as true because we are using HTTPS, or I don't know why, but yeah, we've set SSLTS, set lhost to our IP. Once everything is set, we can double check the options and make sure everything is set properly. So we have our host, we have 443, we have true. Target URI is just the base path. And then we've set up our L host. L port stays the same, running on 4444. when all options are set correctly, we use the exploit command. So let's just run that because it might take a few seconds to run. Where is my, yeah, we use, yeah, basically I'm kind of sure it adds encryption or more encryption compared to just HTTP. And HTTPS is just like, it just adds SSL, right? Or am I just dumb? Where is the, okay, I'm definitely dumb. Where is my goddamn, bro, where's my terminal with a goddamn thing running here? Hold up. Okay, there it is. Explode. There you go. We're just gonna let it run and we're gonna keep reading here. Alright, so yeah, the exploit is just gonna do a bunch of stuff here. Start reverse TCP handler, running automatic check. I think it breaks it down here. There we go. It gives us a breakdown of what is happening behind the scenes in Metasploit. So the process kicks off with Metasploit starting a reverse TCP handler on an attacking machine to catch the incoming connection. So it's basically like doing like I actually forgot what it is. Okay, so it's like running a netcat server or netcat, service, whatever it's called. So it's like netcat or nc-lvnp, 4444, which is basically what it's doing for us, and then the automatic check confirms the plugin's presence and vulnerability, which is always a good sign we're on the right track. So it checks whether the plugin is there and probably the versions and things like that. And automatic check confirms the presence of the vulnerable plugin, a good sign that we're on the right track. That's good. You are into hacking? I'm trying to learn, but I am obviously very bad at it right now. Next, it grabs a nonce. Okay, I have no idea what a nonce is. Security token. Okay, it breaks it down there. Security token from the target, which it uses to authenticate the request. Next, it grabs a non-security token from the target, which it uses to authenticate the request. So it grabs this token and uses it to authenticate. All right. With that, it uploads a multiplayer payload written in PHP to the server. Okay, so with that token, with enough access, we can upload a PHP payload to the server's W content uploads hash from temp directory as pdy.lena.php. In other words, a payload is the piece of code that contains instructions to connect back to attacking machine. Yeah, that's basically what we're gonna run, or what is gonna run on the machine and is gonna connect back to the listener that we set up. Then it triggers the payload, executing out a code at the target. Finally, the image process session opens, giving us a full reverse shell. Yeah, there we go. Connects back to us, giving us a full reverse shell on our machine, which means we are in. When the multiplayer prompt appears, we know that we've achieved initial access to the target. To confirm, we can run the command sysinfo, which returns information about the current target machine. If you want to see all options, you could use the command help. All right, let's run sysinfo because I think hold up, what happened? Exploitability due to failure unknown. Cannot reliably check exploitability. WordPress does not appear to be online. Oh. Is there something wrong with my... No, it's online. It is online. Oh. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. From here, we can use the shell command to shell, when we can subsequently use system commands. At this point, you might notice that it says that a process and channel are created, but nothing else. This is normal when we use the command ID to check if our shell is working. We will see the information about the current user that we are using. Additionally, we need to find out which directory we currently are. Therefore, let's use the print working directory to find the working directory. Finally, you can take a look at the network interfaces and see the IP address of the current target by using the fconfig command. Alright, yeah, we got all that. Each of these commands and their output should be written down and accompanied by screenshots. This type of documentation serves as a proof of concept and describes the exact steps taken for getting initial access to the system through vulnerable WordPress plugin. Are you connected to a VM? Yes. Yes, I'm connected to a VPN network with a VM. So yeah, I'm running VM right here with the open or VirtualBox. For SSH, we have the options. I'm gonna try to use the system first. I'm guessing without reading is the uh, private key that we grabbed, and the second one is probably the credentials. The first one is this is private key we found. Oh yeah, there we go. However, the private key itself doesn't say to which it belongs to. However, based on the ownership we saw in our FTP session, it seemed to belong to John. Yeah. Let's try to use the private key for that user with the following command. So ssh.i idrsa John at our IP. So let's try to do that here. Yeah, let's get out of MSF console. So ssh dash I. Hold on, are we in the? Yeah, we're here. So ssh dash I idrsa John at our IP here, which I forgot. Let's grab that real quick. There. And that. Let's see if we need a. We should not need a password. Sure. Yes. Okay, we need a password. So let's try the super secure thing, which we grabbed from the bash history. And boom, we're in just like that. Let's see. Let's sys info because we need that. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm a dip. Have a nice day. You have a great day as well, Wazer. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, have a good Sunday, man. I'll see you next time. Bye. Alright, after exploring the WordPress plugin, what is the host name? I think there's a host name command, right? Ubuntu? No, I'm still meant to keep that full screen there. Let's just type it out. No, just go there. Ubuntu. There we go. Submit that. Boom, nice. What is the kernel version? There's a command for that. I forgot. Let's Linux kernel version command. Uname, there we go. Uname dash R. Can use here. And there it is. Grab that, slap that in there. Kernel version, and we just need that. We don't need everything else. Just need that. There we go. Nice. What is the user ID? So let's just type ID. The user ID is 1000, which is, I think that's just the usual thing, right? No. Oh, dub data. Hold up. ls. How do I find? How do I find the user ID of the? Hold up. Let's see how the hell we're gonna find that here. It should probably tell us how to find it. So yeah, we are logged in. And welcome to Ubuntu. There's another method of getting it. We need to note it down and make a screenshot for that. Let's try to use credentials we found in a bash history file. SSH John. Cool. This was also a success, indicating that the system is highly vulnerable to exploitation due to a misconfigured FTP service that permits an anonymous user to view and download critical files, and because of its overall ease of use. Let's summarize what we achieved in this stage. 3 successful methods were demonstrated for gaining initial access to the target system. WordPress Hashform plugin was vulnerable to RCE, allowing Mitinterpreter shell access as data user. SSH access was achieved using both John's private key and credentials found in .bash history file. Initial reconnaissance through FTP provided all the necessary information to gain system access. System reveal Ubuntu running kernel that. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't really tell us how to find it. What is the user ID? The user data. How do I switch to data, man? Let's check. Let's cd dot here, and then let's ls. Let's cd dot here. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Hold up. How do I cat? There's a command. How to? Oh yeah, I could just cat etc password. I think it shows me that. Cat /etc /password. There we go. And then I need to just grab. What's it called? What is the user ID of the user? I need to grab data, and it should show me that. I don't see it here. Okay, I'm just gonna grab. Let's go here and then grab the data. There we go. Try to. There we go. Data. User's been login. Okay, it doesn't give us. Was that 30? Oh, it's 33. I think 33 is the answer here. Pretty sure 33 is the answer here. And submit. There we go. Nice. What is the group ID of the group John? Hold up. I think it showed it to us here. If we just type ID, I think it shows this to us here. The GID is 1000 or 27. I'm guessing it's either 1000 or 27 here. 1000. Yeah, there we go. All right, perfect. That's done as well. Very, very nice. Love that. And yeah, let's move on. Or maybe I should end stream and get something to eat here.